Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your September 2016 spiritual growth reading. I have some of my toys and trinkets here I wanted to show you on how I purify my cards and my reading space, and I thought I'd share some of that with you. In here, can you see that? Let's see. Right here. I don't want to catch fire. You know, I'm going to tip the camera up a tiny bit so you can see, if I can, without totally screwing everything up here. Oh, I know I have to loosen this. Here we go. So, this is my ritual here with my cards, my tarot cards, and pieces of silk. And this is an old silk velvet bag. I put the Aleister Crowley deck in, which I'm not relating to anymore. I will again, but it was the deck I used in the 80s, in the 90s, all the way up to, last, around January, I think, I started picking up other decks and became more interested in them. But this was my main deck. So I'll show you. It's kind of, you know, the feeling I get from it now is severe. And it's intense, I guess, would be, but anyway, so I keep my Aleister in here, but underneath it are all my other fun decks, and my Halloween deck right here, isn't she cute? And with purifying, you can purify them with a thought. You can bring down, you visualize white light coming, you can hold the cards and visualize white light coming down. And what I visualize Christ. And I'm not like big Christian or anything, because I have more foundation in the Eastern philosophies, but for some reason Christ is who has the most power for me. And so I visualize his arms out, white light coming down, and like a funnel, a powerful funnel of light shooting down through the top of my head, and then coming into my hands, and just filling the deck full of light. And then I expand the light to my home, my cars, my boyfriend's car, my family, my neighbors. It spreads all out all over the neighbors and all over the United States, and then around the planet. And it's all this light on the planet. And I just watched like the planet like almost explode in white light and love. And then sometimes I visualize little hearts coming out of the neighbors' houses of the love I'm sending to them. I'll just put the rose quartz on, and a few minutes. It's but the visualizing white light is big, and you can cleanse your cards that way, and you can cleanse your crystals that way, or you can go sit them out in the sunlight for sit them out for an hour in the bright sunlight. But real gems and jewels have a lot of energy. These are garnets. This is from the 20s. My parents had an antique jewelry store. That's what the business I grew up in. And the faceted garnets. And I see it's like it was falling out, all my jewels that I used to purify. And these are my meditation beads, which I fill with positive energy and put them on the cards. And these are just old pieces. These are just old faceted crystal, and you can tell if they're real crystal if you go to like a flea market and see some nasty, dirty pair, and you realize all you have to do is clean them up, or just find the crystals by themselves, because they're wonderful to have. But look at how pretty they are. And you can tell they're real by putting them on your face, and then they're real cut crystal, because they'll be ice cold to the touch of your face. So this is how I purify my cards. And this is just this ring. I ordered this. I know people are really freaked out about the Middle East right now, but you can get some beautiful jewelry out of there really cheap. And I know there's good people there. There aren't all bad people. There's good people who are victims of bad circumstances. That's my point of view. That are more like hostages. It's just sad. I know people who came from there. Anyway, it's such a pretty ring. Check this out. Can you see that? That's oh, what do you call it? Jade? There's a piece of jade in there, and these are just raw um, garnets. And I think the stones are they're crystal. They're cut, either cut crystal or they're $15, and it's sterling. I was like, really? And free shipping? And it's, you know, eBay. And these people are just trying to get a rating, trying to get a high rating, so they're selling things really inexpensive. And then I want to show you how I purify. Anyway, this ring came, and it had so much positive energy, I couldn't believe it. It was like the people who made it filled it with love, sent it to me in the U.S. It came from Persia. And I just felt all the loving energy, and it was just wonderful. And I felt so much gratitude, and the messages they sent back are so grateful. And anyway, just right now there's such an imbalance with people so angry, and it's so upsetting. Anyway, this was made by a Blackfoot medicine man, Native American medicine man, and the way I came about it was in my mother's metaphysical bookstore. Metaphysical, my mouth is dry. Bookstore, and she was asking me to work for her that day, and I didn't really want to. You know, that was back when I didn't really want to have anything to do with that stuff. Back in the early 80s. I didn't mind really, but you know, it was like Mom was too pushy. You know what I'm saying about the stuff, about all the teachings and things. And so this lady came in and she wanted to sell them to my mother, or to the shop owner, and I wasn't, you know, I wasn't qualified. I wasn't not qualified, but I wasn't. My mother never said I could buy anything for the shop, and I didn't want to overstep that boundary. So I paid wholesale and bought it for myself. And I told her I couldn't buy it for the shop, but I could buy it for myself. And so she told me the whole story behind it, about this medicine man that made it by hand, that these are all natural. This is how I purify my cards. With my Native American cards. Well, they're Native American, but they're African American and mostly the women tribal cards. Anyway, I'm all excited about this reading. Mostly I wanted to show you my treasure chest and how I purify things, and the purification really you can do all by yourself, but you can put it put your crystals out in the sun. There's some heat coming from there. I want to light this. I have little pieces of silk. You wrap your cards in silk. You wrap your crystals in silk. Some raw silk here. You can even, it's still sticky. You can still feel the stickiness from the silkworm, which is kind of cool, you know. And I got my greasy fingerprints all over the table. Sorry, I got the Swiffer out. I put hand lotion on so that my hands don't look so dry in front of the camera. And then, so anyway, I just wanted to show you. So I'll put my, I'll just put this because it's been blessed by and made by a Native American, a medicine man from the Blackfoot tribe. And it's just, you know, I've worn it a couple times, but I'm almost so afraid of losing it or falling off because it doesn't tie very tight. And it just means too much to me because it's so special. So this is what I'm really excited about. Is I was looking in the book for these the mother piece deck. You know, the beautiful ones with the and I was reading about how mostly, you know, the deck is built around the goddess, and the wiser tribes that, like the Iroquois and the, oh god, my boyfriend's Native American, and I forget the tribe he's part of, but they were the other tribe that and he's going to be playing this because he's going to be editing it. I forgot the name. Anyway, sorry, dear. The tribes that respected women and the elder women, and you know, after your period has stopped, you become part of the Moon Lodge, I think it's called, and and you become part of the wise women who make the most important decisions regarding the tribe. And so when they created these, and then, you know, our Constitution was based on the Iroquois Constitution, except, you know, not Ben Franklin, but Thomas Jefferson, he tried to push it forward for women, and there are letters between him and his wife to give more freedom to women, but the men weren't ready for it. They just weren't ready for us, guys. They weren't ready for us. So, what I was looking in here, and I found a really cool layout, and I've seen this layout before in another fabulous book, which, by the way, I finished my About Me, and it's terribly out to lunch, and there is a little creative license. You know what that means, don't you? You know, a little exaggeration, but you know what? It's not really much exaggeration at all. So you can click on to the About Me part, and you can hear my story. And I want to tell you, I am a creative writer, so keep that in mind. But you know what? There's not any exaggeration. That's the thing about it. It's the truth, and it's just a little glimpse into my family, the way I grew up, and what life was like for me. But I came across this cool layout. So card number 1 right here, it's going to be this okay, now I can't speak, and that always happens when I'm going to do. This is you, and this is your atmosphere. This is the cross current. So I'm going to lay the cards out like this, and I'm going to tell you. So because I'm keeping you on, well, I don't know, everybody loves to see the cards go down. You know what I want to do first? Is I want to do one of these. Because these are just, oh, look at that, Aquarius already. Innocence. What do you think? I didn't really have time to shuffle the deck. We'll leave it out, and I'm going to, Spirit is always so ahead of me. That's just a thing. I need to trust it. Yeah, Spirit's saying that's it. Go ahead. Really? There's another card. You want me to do another card? Is innocence it? Because innocence really doesn't explain Aquarius. Innocence is the opposite of wisdom. Well, look what fell out. Oh my God, 3 cards? Well, we can't do 3 cards. We can take the one on top. Look at this. Children. This is about creativity. This is about the creativity, the new birth, the birth of a new idea, the birth of creativity within you. The child can be the birth of a real child, but it's the birth of creativity. And the innocence card also came up. So I'm going to do some real quick look at those two through this book, and then I'm going to do this fun layout. Okay? So let me look at here I'll show you the innocence card. Innocence, you know, I don't know, I'll read what it says, but I'm just like William Blake on my brain when it comes to innocence. It's like the opposite of wisdom. Also, Jungian therapy sees it that way too. So these are in alphabetical order, so I'll go for the children first. Now what I was doing before is there was too much to read, like all of that. So I was picking something. Picking a section. It was usually the second paragraph. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, and then I need a drink of water. I'm sorry. I'm just so thirsty. Don't know what that's all about. Okay, so often the character trait or energy that is needed most to support a child in your life is often exactly what you on a soul level wish to develop for yourself. Isn't that true? I mean, I'm not a parent, but I know that is true. Excuse me, I'm just so thirsty. It's like I worked with children in protective custody, and there is it's like whatever you're trying to teach them is what you want to learn for yourself, and I think when people have children, they relive their childhood and develop the things that they didn't. Anyway, I'll read what she's saying. Our children are the greatest source of reflection of our lives. Isn't that true? Any struggle you find yourself in with yourself, any struggle you find yourself in with your children is there for a reason. Not only do they reflect our strengths, but they are also a reflection of the work we still need to do within ourselves. Take the time to heal your wounded inner child. This is a big part of the work. As you do this, previous problems with your child will almost always dissolve. Oh, isn't that true? Sometimes the things most precious to us are taken for granted. If the stars only came out once every 20 years, the world would become worshipful overnight. Not one would sleep. We would be ecstatic, made rapture by the glory of the gods and nature. Instead, the stars come out every night, and we watch television. We watch television. Oh, hey, speaking of which, the new shows are starting up. God. Aren't I terrible? I'm looking forward to Blue Bloods and Madam Secretary. Okay, so I should be trying to get the point here. Somebody slap me. Here. Where is that? We watch television. The stars. Oh. Think of your child or a child in your life, a most precious gift. Why are they here? What is the gift they bring? How can you best support them? Oh, I gotta get closer to the camera. Otherwise I end up hurting my arms. I'm going to read the affirmation. If you could hear the newborn speak, arriving from heaven, extraordinary, unique truths of the light and abundant share all the love, how much they care. Okay, she's writing this like a poem. No, I'm totally destroying it. If you could hear the newborn speak, arriving from heaven, extraordinary, unique. Truths of the light are abundant, share all the love, how much they care. You know, when you see a newborn baby, even like at the grocery store, if you see a baby and you can tell it hasn't been on earth very long, and you look into its eyes, and they have an intelligence, and they seem to know who you are. They seem to acknowledge you, and it's amazing. So I'm not sure how this card applies. My take on this card, it would be on healing your inner child, and also on your creativity, the birth of creativity, because this is part of your inner child, the birth of creativity, the things you are birthing. See, you know, I'm an Aquarius, and so are you, and so we're very much, and most of you are empresses. Empress, yes, and you're very creative people, and you're always birthing new ideas, new creative projects, new wonderful things, and let your inner child grow in that, and that would be what I say about that, or how I feel about that. Also, you know, learning from your children, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews, the kids next door that are always annoying, you know. Dennis the Menace, who lives next door. I had different times in my life I lived across the street from a park or the beach, and children playing, or not too far from a grammar school. And you hear the sound of children playing early in the morning or on the weekends. It's such a delightful sound. Innocence. I don't know, I have like a thing with innocence that's like the opposite of wisdom. Let's see what her poem is. The fairies delivered me to the edge of the sea, fluttering double wings, with an opal glow. The dolphins came to awaken me, said, let us play and pray by the sea. We play and pray every day. Innocence is found in the song of the dolphins' dance. Innocence is fairies' circumstance. And that's by Cheryl Lynn. They're all by Cheryl Lynn. I think she's the writer of this book. Yes. Anyway, that's delightful, isn't it? And then I usually go to the second paragraph. Oh, I love this. Perhaps when veils between worlds were lifted and doorways temporarily opened, the fairies ascended into our world from another dimension, a place some called the underworld, deep within the earth. Perhaps they have always been here. In any case, they are powerful, intelligent beings of light. Oh, I love that! Isn't that wonderful? Turn inward to your imagination and find a heart full of innocence, happiness, and inner peace. Depend upon a relationship in gratitude and love to the service of something greater than the material world. Oh, I feel so materialistic with all my toys here. But I use them to purify. It's wonderful. Okay. I didn't know if this overflowing treasure chest would look materialistic, but I want it to look like something a gypsy witch would have. Because that's the... Okay, so go back to reading, Kathy, and be quiet. Let yourself play beyond disciplined limitations. Okay, that's what I did with my toys over there. There is a truth, and that is undeniable. I know what the word is. It's without denying. Undeniable. Okay. God. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have trouble reading when I'm doing cards. Okay, so let's find that again. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I got all excited about this layout I'm doing. Really? How did I lose where I was at? There's a truth that is undeniably real within the hidden worlds of nature. Walk through the doorway in your heart into the magic by respecting the natural world. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, yes. You have not lost your innocence. It is simply buried in conditioning imposed upon you. Throw away the ideas that there is no real magic in the world besides parlor tricks and a slip of the hand. Chuck those thoughts from your head of what, quote-unquote, adults in society hold you, I think it might be hold you to, about the ways of the world and how you should be. Drop all of that you have learned from others and return to the innocence. Be as simple-minded as a child, and soon innocence resurfaces and you'll remember to play. And it should be remember how to play, I think would be even better. Okay, so look at these cards are perfect together, aren't they? It's here I thought this was too soon and this one dropped out, and they're perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I think that's a lot of validation. If you don't have this deck and you love what you hear here, it's called the Mystic Art Medicine Oracle Cards. You see that? Oh, here, sorry. That was kind of short. Here's the web link on here. www.mysticartmedicine.com. I got them on Amazon. They're lovely cards, lovely, and this lady writes beautiful stuff. She writes beautiful spiritual stuff. And sometimes you don't always get the spiritual stuff, you know. I mean, it's like so necessary. So I want to do this layout for you. So there's a whole lot of cards. This box is my music box that plays Beethoven. Beethoven's my favorite. I don't know if you've noticed that yet. So let's just put these over here. Let's take a look. You know, because we're Aquarius, we're going to have to get the Aquarius card out of this deck. So I'm going to stop the camera so you don't have to wait. Hold on. The Queen of Swords. And I think I'll get, for the guys, I'll get the King. Hang on. I got some guy Aquarians. Isn't that cool? Hang on, guys and girls. Okay, Aquarius, I'm back. So I have these, the significator. Oh, God, I can't even read or speak when I'm doing this. So these are both women. The shaman is like the king, and the priestess. So, but this is a deck of goddesses, a deck of goddesses, the goddess, the power, goddess power, and all the goddess. And men who appreciate that force, that power, the intuitive, strong part of women, help encourage all women to be strong. And a man has to be secure in himself to be willing to acknowledge that feminine energy. So there's nothing, men can't lose by women being more powerful. The worst imitation, Robert Johnson wrote a book about the lost feminine, and he's a Jungian therapist, Jungian psychiatrist. And Femininity Lost, that was the title. Those are the words in the title. How they're arranged, I'm not sure. I have the book, but it's been years since I read it. But the worst imitation of it's bad when a woman takes on, when a woman tries to act like a man, she ends up taking on the negative traits of a man instead of developing the female side in a more powerful side. And that's how we're supposed to do it. We're not supposed to try to imitate men. That's a mistake. We're supposed to develop our feminine strength. That's where our power is. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm so thirsty all of a sudden. I've had the air conditioner on all day, and that could probably do it. But, so the real woman, the woman who develops her feminine, powerful side, isn't someone that is obnoxious, or because she comes from such a loving place, yet she's such a powerful force. And the ones who are and we've all encountered them, they're very how their energy is negative and cuts you down, and they don't even have to say anything to try to do that, or you just feel like there's something negative coming under the surface, and it's because they're trying to be like men. You know, they want the phallus, and you know, it's like, no, that isn't how you get the power. Power comes from within. So I don't know, I've probably jabbered way too long. So let's put down this. Okay, Spirit, do I cut this deck? I put this ring on. I love it. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I couldn't believe how, I mean, it was like under $20, and it's sterling in real stones. Okay, so the second card that goes down, basically we have a triangle, and then we have, I'll show you the layout. I hope I have enough room on the table. This is the layout. See, this is the card that's you, and then this is your atmosphere, the cross current, and then we start, where's 4? We go down here, and then go up 5, 6, 7. So we go on a triangle, and And it's wonderful, and it's a perfect layout for spiritual growth. So let's get... So the second position, see, remember, this is the feminine and the masculine side of feminine, basically. The priestess and the shaman, and I put them both because to honor the men that watch this. I do have a few. And then we put down, we put down, and position number 2 is your atmosphere. Okay, so let me show you these 2 cards first, because they're so beautiful. Look at this. The energy coming out of her, and then the sword. So swords are about communication, and with this is this communication. Look at this. It starts out of her mouth and goes up a ladder, and there's an eagle, a bald eagle, a beautiful eagle. So you come from this beautiful place when you let the power come out of your mouth, and then look at it coming out of that flower. So it's communication, and when done right from a high place, it's beautiful. And here there's this just like this owl, and she's in this white dress in the snow. That's the priestess. I'm gonna have to study that a little bit more. Basically, I'm learning this with you, and it's just so fun that way. And I know there are people who say, well, study the damn cards and then get back to us. But the development of it is with you is really the joy. This is your atmosphere. The 9 of Wands, and here she's meditating. And see the breasts that are sagging. She's a wise, older woman. The wise woman. You see that in Egyptian too. Not all of them. The ones with the breasts sagging in the Egyptians are the wise women, and if you look in the hieroglyphs. Okay, so number 3 is the cross current. This is the cross current. Oh my God. Okay, the cross current. Here, this is look at it. He's the thief. Remember the 7 of Swords? You know, the thief? Well, here's the... but he's hungry. Okay, so there's a thief in our midst going after chickens, okay? Our chicken thief. Okay, so that's number 3, that's our cross current. That's somebody stealing from us. Oh my God. Okay, so 4. Does this still that damn divorce stuff? Okay, so 4 goes. Number 4 goes down at the bottom here. And oh no, seriously, is the cards? Well, you know the cards don't lie. Damn it. Okay, so the cross current, let me tell you, the significator, this is you, is the starting point of who or what I am right now at the time of the reading. So this is you, and your atmosphere is, you're meditating after, there's been a battle, but this is, these are wands, so it's not like, it's not like a warring battle. You've been through some struggle. So the atmosphere is the event, catalyst, or action that has set the stage for the reading. Okay, so before I go any further, I want to say, pick something to think about, a subject. And I think we've already come up with the subject, haven't we? Because you're supposed to have like a wish or a plan or a thought or an idea, a concept of, a question. And so I kind of went kind of far for the question because we've already got a story going here. But bring a question into your mind, or this is probably bringing up some situation. So formulate a question. So for the third position, why is that way? For the third position, we have the cross current, which is our dark chicken thief. Now, hopefully, the real life thief isn't any more threatening than that little fox, little red fox. So in the fourth position is the root. This is very much like the Celtic cross, like the base. The root is what I'm standing on, or the unconscious influence, and what I feel in my body. Okay, so this is the Three of Swords, the Broken Heart card. And here we have this guy sticking his sword into her heart, and this, floozy here all happy about it. So, shit. Okay. Do we still have heartbreak going? For the most part, I'm in the same place as most of you, and the Aquarius readings really do apply to me. When I do my own reading, they're not that different. Sorry, I gotta pour some water in a glass. Drinking out of a bottle is a joke. So yeah, in terms of heartbreak, the heartbreak of divorce seems to keep going on. And in my case, I had court last week, and my ex-husband, he's just gotta be nasty. He's gotta be nasty and unkind and jab at me. And I think, my boyfriend showed up at court with me, and he was there alone, and I had a lawyer. And he has a lawyer helping him. He's just, that's another story. But he was just being real nasty. And I guess I'm like an idiot who wants everything to be, we don't hate each other. But that isn't what he wants. He wants to hate me. And I find that a little bit heartbreaking. Can't we just get along is where I'm coming from. And okay, so this goes down here. Well, he'll have nothing of it. He wants nothing to do with we're getting along unless I drop the case altogether and he doesn't have to pay me anything. Then he'll still be nasty. It doesn't matter. He just wants to be nasty. And the thing is, the divorce, 90% of what it's I'd say 100%, if you knew what happened, is on him. I mean, this is something that could have been worked through, but he did some really bad stuff. So back to this card. That's the heartbreak of it, It's the relationship is still. So I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're experiencing, but I'm really seeing myself in the Aquarius readings. And now our next card is number 5, and this is passing away, is an event in the recent past. Like, this is so much like the Celtic cross, actually. Okay. So, the card that's in our recent past, this is a going within card, working hard, and here she's making bread. And this is going within and getting your answers and making bread and doing something loving for family that, helps center you. And, most women know about doing that, how you go in the kitchen and you make something special for dinner, and or you bake something, or you're just in the mood to bake some chocolate chip cookies or something. But you do something, and it's all from the love in your heart, and it makes you feel better. So the next card is called the sky position. It's at the top of this triangle, and it is what hangs over the reading. It is my head. It is my head, conscious self or spirit connection, and sometimes represents my personality or how I act in the world. Okay, basically in the Celtic cross we'd say it's what's crowning you, but we'll see what the card is. Okay, so we have the Ace of Discs. That's good, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what hangs over the reading, our financial situation, but this is a good card. I mean, so, and we've been getting this a lot regarding our finances. And the next position is the 7. This is the near future. Oh, this is just like the Celtic cross. I mean, really. But it's fun. Because there are more cards, yeah, actually, steps to the outcome. This is just a slightly different layout. So this is number 7, the near future, and so I'll show you the card. Did I show you this one? I'm sorry. This is, well, this is like the birth of something new, and the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. And this is a goddess deck, and it doesn't focus on like money so much, because there isn't an exchange of money in the tribal era, in the tribal community, in the past, before warring communities. And I need to share more of what I read in the beginning of this deck, but this is about the goddess, and before war was, you know, we lived too far apart to be fighting with each other, I think. So this card here, the 7 of Disc, this is, look at this, reaping your harvest, and she's also pregnant with a new idea or new creativities. And so this is our money's coming, that's what it's saying. And I think that's what last week's reading was, about our money coming. But here we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is you know, it's coming. It's in our future. It's coming. And maybe that's what my husband was so worried about. Yeah, I know it is. This is, oh, what a snake. Okay, so the next card is an 8. The 8, and it's the self-concept, and it goes up here. So, okay, this is how it differs from the Celtic crosses we're getting. Should I shuffle Spirit? Okay, let's shuffle over. We're getting more cards. But actually, you know, the meanings are the same. They're just on a slightly different location. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay. So we got 2. So we're just going to use 8 and 9. Okay, it's a Judgment card. This is Spirit. This is Spirit. This isn't. This is the angels calling to you, and it's in the position of, over here, number 8, of your self-concept is how I feel or think about myself, and I pay attention to whether it is in harmony or in conflict. So this is right side up. There is no conflict. You're in touch with what Spirit is telling you to do. You're in touch with. Yeah, look at this. Put it on there. Bring this. See, these are amethyst, but they're not faceted. They're just. Oh, it's just beautiful. I forgot what the orange stone is. It's just all. Nothing here is synthetic. It's all natural. All came from the earth. Spirit has something for you to do, and by this position, I would say you know what it is already, and you're already doing it. You're following the guidance of Spirit, and there's the whole beautiful new life that is coming for you. Is Spirit. Spirit is guiding you, and we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is in this position, number 9, which I need to change. I have this giant piece of quartz on here, which weighs a ton. The Emperor is, he's like a judge. He's the head of a corporation. He is someone who is interested in the truth, and he's in the position of your hopes and fears. So yeah, and it's in the upright, and the way everything is laid out in this deck, it's going your way. I feel like we're getting the same rating I had last week. I'd have to go on YouTube. There's no room on my computer to save all these videos, so they're saved in YouTube. um, so this is looking like last week's reading again. You got the judge, the emperor, the judge on your side. If this is all with divorce and the cheating and the liar and the thief over here, and you going within and meditating, and the money's coming, and there's the promise of the finances, and you'll be reaping that harvest soon. This is all looking like the same issue, but something was supposed to change for you last week. Something towards the end of the week, where there was going to be a shift in how you felt about things. There's something shifted, and it happened for me in court because I saw it. I can't say it when it's going to be published like this. I can't say what it is. So something was supposed to happen, and it's, like it's the way, it's not, it's subtle. It's a shift in, like a shift in consciousness. It's a shift in, do you know what I'm saying? It's this shift that you feel inside yourself, where you see that things are taking a turn for the better, and and that you will be benefiting from it. That things are going to be going your way, and it's like a shift you feel from inside by something that took place that told you, yes, I see, things are changing. So this is what I'm talking about, happened last week. It wasn't something dramatic, but it affected you in a way where things are going your way finally. So I hope that made sense. So we put this one down, which is number 7. Number 7? That had to be number 9. There's way too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we're going for number 10, which comes down to this far corner right here. So let's choose a card for that. And what does that represent? It's house. Is an individual or group that is important to the reading in some way and may be a source of support or a negative influence. If I've asked a question about myself or a relationship to someone I read the card as the person I've asked about, otherwise see who I think. Okay, so if you've asked a question, see if this card applies to it. Some of these details are meant for, doing this reading for yourself or somebody sitting in front of you. And since this is a general reading for a whole lot of you, so we have the 3 of Cups. Look at this. Looks like a happy celebration card. Okay. This card in no way, shape, or form is a cheating card, even though it's that in the major arcana. In the traditional deck, this is looks like celebration. So whatever you asked, there's a celebration with that question. So our next one is number 11. And number 11 represents the outcome. So let's see what the outcome is. Here we go. Well, it's the Five of Wands. And this is, see, here she's in the center of this, and everybody's coming to her going, hey, you know. And so it's like, you know, this is the card like feeling you need to defend yourself or explain yourself. And I'm going to want to do some more clarifiers on that. Is this the last card? It's the outcome. Okay, so according to this, the way they've done this, they say if the card is Major Arcana, it's about the outcome. If it's not Major Arcana, keep turning over cards until you get a Major Arcana. Or Major Arcana or Suit, you can turn over until you get a Major Arcana. If the card is Major Arcana or Suit, you can turn over until you get Major Arcana. Up to 3 cards. However, okay, so, let's see. What I'm going to do after that, I'm going to do my Halloween deck again. And see if it mirrors this. These cards are so big. I love the round. I love the round card. And nothing, absolutely nothing. And we're not getting a thing, is that it? The Crone. Okay, and another card, just 2 more cards stuck to my hand. Okay, so the Crone is like the Hermit. You added the female version of the Hermit, and here we have the star that's lighting. So instead of the lamp, it's the star, it's the light, and so meditation brings the light, brings the message, brings the truth, the understanding about the truth of the situation. That's what that's about. So, basically, it's like Spirit isn't giving me the outcome. You know, meditate on it, unless I'm going to get it between these 2 cards. And this is the Son of Wands, so this is a message. And here he's doing a tribal dance. So get out there in the moonlight and do that tribal dance around the standing stones. Anybody watching Outlander? Oh my God, I read the book years ago and I started watching it again, and I just love watching the beginning. It's like the book 1. You get into the other chapters, it doesn't hold me so much. But so here they're doing a ritual dance. Let's see if we can get anything out of this. This card is the Four of Wands. This is a happy family card. Okay, I get it. Here we go. So, in the beginning, there's a feeling like you need, the way the case goes, the way, if this is the divorce or whatever situation this is for you, at first you're feeling like everybody's, like questioning something, or like you need to defend yourself. And Spirit is suggesting that you meditate, and let Spirit guide light, put a light on it for you so you can see it more clearly. So, meditation opens things up for you, makes it so you can let go of the fears and you can see what's really happening and you can see the good. Because sometimes when we've been through a rough period, sometimes we've been so distressed over everything we've been through that we need a damn break, so that we have a chance to say, oh wow, this did work out well, instead of just recovering from the nightmare of the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be a message. And this is a wand, so this is fast moving, it's fiery, it's the wands are about growth, creativity, they're about and then look at this. I mean, this is this beautiful tribal dance. So this is a lot like the meditation. See here, this is a more internal, and here this is like the Hatha yoga version of meditating, you know, but it's the dance. And but there's going to be a message, and the message is going to create the happy family. And the message isn't a message that changes anything that you saw or that happened. What it does is it sheds light on it, because you've calmed yourself down, meditated, you know, took a deep breath after, you know, a rough go of things, you know, because this still has you a little hypervigilant, a little defensive after the fight, and, you know, and God, I totally understand it, totally, that whole feeling that, you know, really, you know, you've just been through too much. But this makes me just think, you know, there's some sort of ritual, it's some ritual thing, and that will come out as, and bring just a celebration, a happy family situation, the Four of Wands, a celebration. So, I hope that was good. I hope that was helpful, but I want to do another reading with my Halloween deck. What do you say? You guys aren't tired of them yet, are you? Did I clarify now that I messed it all up? That was pretty clear, wasn't it? I could was there anything I could have clarified? It seemed like everything was pretty good. It seemed like everything was answered. Except, do you want to know more about? We know who the thief is. I mean, really. He's lying, okay? In divorce court, there's a liar, and it ain't you. You know? So, you know what the call of spirit is by the position of the card. I'd say you already know. What spirit is asking you to do. You know what spirit's asking me to do? These readings for you, yeah. Because this brings me so much peace and happiness, and creates centered for my life. A centered, let's see, where was the, I guess it doesn't matter, the location anymore isn't so important. This was the ace, was up here. Let's see if there was anything else to clarify. Real quick. Well, I mean, I don't think so, because we got the Emperor, and see, this is a judge, and it's either it's judge, lawyer, the person in charge of the situation, and he's right side up, it's favorable, it's going in your direction. This is the happy family celebration, that everything's going fine, and this is what's moving into our past. This is you meditating and centering yourself, which, you know, we have several cards on meditation. This is, you know, centering yourself, meditation. This is about centering yourself in meditation. This is about centering yourself in meditation. So, to get out of, to remove ourselves from the conflict, a meditation. Whether you work out, whether you go to the club and you know, you're on the elliptical for an hour, that's what I do. Or on bike rides along the beach, love to do that. Or whether you're, you know, you jog, whatever it is that releases the stress and just makes it easy for you to let things go. And when you're done, life always looks better, you know. It's like all of a sudden everything looks better. The endorphins have kicked in. So we're getting a lot of that. Find your peace, whatever you need to do to find your peace. Let's take a look at. We'll look at the Seven of Swords. The chicken thief. Of course, he's hiding money. If it didn't come up all pentacles, I think I'd be really surprised. Let's see. And he's telling lies. Okay, this is a Nine of Cups. Well, that's the happy family card. This is the happy family celebration card. So whatever he's hiding, okay, you know what I just got? Okay, here we go. I'll tell you what I got. And here, look at this. The same card right here. Got it again. This is another celebration. Did I do that so you can see? What? This is what I just heard. His lies and tricks are gonna have you laughing. You're gonna be dancing around. He's being so stupid. Oh God. Okay, that's what I heard. Okay, you know, I don't want to be critical of the poor idiot, but here we go. We got the Empress. This is you. This is you are celebrating and happy, and his lies don't even affect you because they're so stupid. You're just like celebrating. Seriously, dude? And here you are, the Empress. And look at her in her leopard skin. You see that? This is you're back to yourself, your creative self. You're happy, creative. Life is good. Oh, damn, this is a good reading. And this one was in the position of... this was the Three of Cups, which with traditional tarot, it can be... let's see what position it was in. Is, you know, somebody cheating on you. But you know what? This card doesn't even remotely give you that, does it? You don't have a chance to find that nasty idea in there at all. Wrong deck. Oh yeah, I was looking at the wrong book. Look at this book and see the position it was in. If the position tells you, was it in your foundation? I had a movie ticket as a bookmark in here and it fell out. What the hell? Where'd it go? I know this was early in the book. Where I found this reading. What, now I can't find the page where it showed the layout. It was just really early. Hello. Here it is. So this was down here, like in position 10. Which is the house. Okay, and then you know what? It has 12, 13, and 14 steps to the outcome. So let's do some clarifiers down there and see if we have some more steps to the outcome, and then I'll do a quick, but I did want to do a clarifier on the foundation, which was this one. Just do one. It just seems like a celebration. And it's like we're using all the celebration cards. We're running out of celebration cards. Okay, so see this Five of Swords is reversed. This is right side up. This is a bad situation, a nasty situation. And it's reversed. This is what you're celebrating. It's over. The nasty situation is over. So, and then we have the Emperor. Well, the Emperor is most likely the judge, your lawyer, presiding over it, and, you know, here, just making sure everything goes right and is right. I cannot figure out why my mouth is so dry. I didn't eat anything different than normal. Oh, here's my movie ticket. Yeah, it just fell out. Okay, so, 12, 13, and 14 are steps too, so let's just do the steps. Unless that's what those cards were. Okay, Spirit, let's just do a little more clarification. This is such a great reading. I don't know what we need to clarify, but, you know, it's like... Okay, do the little cards. All right. And then do the Halloween. So we'll do the Halloween real quick. Okay. The Halloween is an earth deck like these. Kind of. Okay, here we go. Oh. No, that's too many. Put them on top. So we'll just do 4. Okay, and so we're repeating a lot of the same cards. Except we have the Shaman of Dis, which is like basically like the King of Pentacles. Which in my case is my ex-husband. And then we have the Devil, yes, and that always shows up with him as the addict. I'm supposed to be reading your cards, but our readings are so similar right now. And then we have the Two of Swords, which is here, usually she's blindfolded and she's not ready to make a decision, but here she's all ready. You're ready to make a decision. And then what comes of it is the harvest, reaping the harvest of what you've sown. It just doesn't get any better. There doesn't seem to be one damn dark card here. Nothing here. Nothing. Not one card has come up negative. Not one. Except this one. This was the broken heart. But, so let's do some clarifiers on that. It's only negative in the sense that, well... Okay, so this card here, this is the Six of Pentacles. And here she's giving him a massage, doing healing to make herself, and healing herself while healing somebody else. She's healing herself. And that's what I do here with you. You know that? I get healing from helping you, from, you know, shining a little light in your life, making things. So when you give good energy to people and try to be helpful, you get it back. And here we get the Ace of Cups. This is the, you know, the Ace of Cups is it's like the Holy Grail card. It's the new beginning, new love. It could be renewing the love you're with, and it can be a beautiful spiritual experience. It doesn't have to be a new person coming into your life. It could be a renewal of your existing. I don't usually hear that, but that's what I'm hearing right now. It could be a renewing. So if you don't have a love relationship, it could be somebody new, and if you do, it's a renewing, because let's get real. We've been through a whole lot of nightmare, and when this nightmare is over, there will be time and energy to spend on that love that person in our life has been deprived of because we've been so out to lunch. Speaking for myself, you know, so stressed over getting through a nightmare. In my case, this has been 6 years and counting, this divorce, and my lawyer thinks it's going to be another year. Yikes. Okay, so defending yourself card fell out. I'm just going to set, we have that card right here. I'm going to set it there because I'm not sure, it's not really connecting to that. But this is what we'd be celebrating, the end. See, remember this card. This is something where we're going to be celebrating in our home, in the position of home. This horrible, can't you, this wasp in between this dance of swords, and it's reversed. So this nightmare is over. And the Emperor would be like the judge in our favor. Somebody, if it's not a divorce in your case, it could be a work. It would be somebody real high up in the corporation. And then we get the World card. Everything, even the negative cards, come out as a new beginning. Okay, so let's pick all this up. I don't know how I can get any more positive here. It's just great. So I hope this applies to me as much as it applies to you, because I did the reading for you. Mine are a little slightly different, but usually I'm getting most of the same cards. I've been getting most of the same cards. So it's just, I don't know, it's just second nature to just shuffle the deck a little bit. So I'll just do this real quick. And then we'll get the Halloween deck. Let's see what the Halloween deck says. Okay, so I do want to reiterate the lovely, what I read in the beginning about innocence and our inner child and learning from the children in our lives and becoming, you know, play and innocent again and experiencing that part of ourselves again. So, and we've been through a lot of stress, and, you know, it's time. So I was looking at some of my videos last week where I was doing the Halloween readings, and some signs I forgot to tell them. Pumpkins are pentacles, ghosts are cups, bats are swords, and imps are wands. Imps are those ugly little red things, red creatures. They look like little devilish things. So, they're kind of ugly. But it is Halloween. They're supposed to be. Okay, so, tell you about the Halloween deck. The Halloween Tarot. And this is what it looks like by U.S. Game System. Anyway, so you can get it on Amazon. I get a lot of it on Amazon because you get it quick. I got a new deck that I'm dying to try out. I'll show you. I guess you guys have figured out you're my favorite. You're my favorite sign. Look at this. The Oracle Tarot. The Oracle, that's kind of misleading. It's a tarot deck, and it's almost like the deck is like the women. It's mostly female oriented, and it's like here, look, you know, kind of, and it's fun, and the cards really are pretty good. They represent the tarot appropriately. Anyway, I might do this for the prosperity reading next week, but I haven't even. That's the first time I really barely took them out of the box. So, looking forward to doing a new reading with that. So let's try the Halloween. Okay, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know? It's always fun to validate the reading we just had, but the reading we just had was so much like last week. Is there something new? Something new? Something new? Okay, Spirit. Is there something new that Aquarius needs to know? What's Aquarius need to know? What's Aquarius need to know? We could do a retelling if you want, but we've already done, kind of did that. But it is validation, but I think they already know that my readings are fairly accurate. Okay, one more shuffle. So what does Aquarius need to know? And this is their spiritual growth reading. So the message for the spiritual growth part of this reading is the inner child and learning from the children in your life. To let go of the what society says adults should, how we should think, and let yourself be creative. Also, in the last reading, there was a lot of cards on meditation. So, take that time, whatever it is you do, whether you, go to the club or work out, or whether you do hatha yoga, or you actually sit down and meditate. But take that time. So there's your spiritual growth messages for. And this is like, we're at the, this is September. I don't even know the date. I could look at my phone. This is good for 30 days, basically. And if you're looking at it, go back in 2 weeks, or the beginning of September, take a look at it and see what's transpired, what's happened, and what hasn't, and that gives you direction. And if you don't like any of the outcome, put your energy into your free will, your energy into manifesting the outcome you do like. But that was such a damn good reading, I can't imagine. Okay, so it was all good. So Spirit, cut the deck. here we go. So we're going to do a Celtic cross. So the Four of Bats, this is like the Four of Swords, resting after a battle. But there's, you know, see here, it's like the swords. But there's a bat under his bed, so there's still another battle. There's the moon looking in. Hey! And here, this is the townspeople celebrating you. Good job. So, this is celebrating what you survived, what you just went through. And we have the Nine of Ghosts, which is the Nine of Cups, another celebration card, and it's also a wish card. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. God, this is so good, and it's right side up. Everything is going as Spirit planned. And then we have the Eight of Imps reversed. So this is a message, but it's like a message that's not being heard. I would do a clarifier on that. And we have the Ace of Cups. Reversed might be a little hitch, but the Ace of Cups is yours. You know, a lot of people don't read Major Arcana reversed. You can use it as a hint if it's reversed, but if you get this card reversed, right side up or reversed, this is yours. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Ghosts is a spiritual experience, a great love, and this came up in and this is in your foundation. So this is something that's already happening now, and it came reversed. So this, I'll take it reversed as, you know, a message that there might be something from the last reading. I'd say, you know, let's see, a message. It's something that's, this is in your foundation. So this is already happening. And, let's see, I'm going to do the rest of this. So, because I'm short of words. And I'll go ahead and explain the rest of them. This is yours. This is if you're in a relationship, your relationship just gets better. A new awakening, a new, you know, something beautiful happening. You finally have time to enjoy this relationship. If you're not in a relationship, there's a new relationship coming your way. It's also a spiritual experience, a new revelation, a new beginning. It's all about a new beginning. It's a new beginning no matter what. With the direction of the new beginning is a spiritual experience, or a new love, or awakening, or you know, I was going to say refurbishing your existing love, like, you know, putting a coat of furniture polish on it, huh? You know, because you've been through so much. So because it's Major Arcana, it doesn't matter right side up or not. But I'm going to go ahead and put it, reverse it again and do a clarifier and see if there's something. But because it's in your foundation, it's yours and it's already happening. So we have the Two of Imps, which is basically the Two of Wands. And this is about making a choice. So a choice needs to be made. It was reversed, so that could mean this is how you feel right now. There might be some hesitance in making that choice. Either way, you're going to make the choice. So I'm just putting it right side up because the card means basically the same thing either way. And then we have the Page of Bats. Is that bats? So this is a message, and this is what's what is that position? How could I forget that position? Your environment. So you're waiting for a message. I know you're not sure whether you're going to like the message, but you're waiting for a message. The King of Imps. King of Wands. King of Wands is reversed, and it's in your hopes and fears. So this could be a person, man or woman, this is wands are about creativity, new beginnings, new new creative beginnings. It can have to do with work. I'll do some clarifiers on it and see if there's a person in your life, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I know who it is in my case. Either they're like not in their happy place, or there's some difficulty, and your hopes and fears are surrounded caught into this outcome of this person. You're concerned about that. So the person can be coming from a place of a fire sign too. Doesn't actually have to be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And then the outcome is the Seven of Ghosts. And this is the card. See the ghosts? They have all different pictures on them. They have a castle, this serpent, and a diamond, and a dragon. And this is about, and here he's looking up at the night sky, holding his kitty, and he's trying to, you have a choice to make. There's going to be a lot of choices, and here, down in the bottom, here we have, there's a choice to be made. And this card was reversed, so there, it's a choice that needs to be made. You have a whole lot of options, and with this card, I always give the warning, don't get too caught up in all the options. You want to make your choice, and that's what's important, is to make the choice. So let's do clarifiers on the 8 of, this is like the 8 of Wands, where they're all, it's communication, like internet or something like that. And when it's upside down, it's kind of, it's like a message isn't being heard. Okay, now we have the 2 of Bats reversed, which is like the 2 of Swords. And so again, we have a card regarding choice and a decision to be made. And this came up in the last reading too, about a decision that needs to be made. So, and they're all coming up reversed. So either, now with this card, when it's reversed, you want this card reversed, because right side up, she's blindfolded. This way, she's ready to make the decision. So you're ready to make the choice, but you have a whole lot of choices to be made. And this is where you are right now. You're trying to make a choice. So, what is it you need to make a choice about, should I ask? This is the kind of question that Spirit will stonewall me on. 1, you all may have different ones. And 2, it's none of my damn business. Okay, so it's the World card. This is the new beginning, and the World card is like, is the material world. This is more focused on the material world. So, like, what am I going to do with my life kind of card? I'm starting over, and I have all these great things to do, but because it's a clarifier on a choice. And then the Imps or Wands are creativity. You know, the fun thing, it might be the direction you go in your life, what you do with your life, what you want to do. Because, you're starting over. And you've been involved in a struggle for so long that this new beginning is all ready to go. And it's just a matter of making that choice. So that card, the choice cards have come up. I've had 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them so far. And this is in the position of you're ready to make that decision. So, and here this is the card about many choices, lots of choices. So it's, I guess this is what Spirit's saying. Let's take a look at, should I do another clarifier on that? It seems pretty clear. Let's do a clarifier on the Ace of Ghosts, Spirit. If there's anything in the way of this relationship or anything, or is that card is just not a big deal reversed? Okay, so what might be in the way, this is the Eight of Ghosts, or the Eight of Cups. You see how the little ghosts look at their faces? Oh no, oh no, no, no. Look, he's going. He's done. I've had it with this bullshit. Sorry for the S-bomb. But you're leaving. These are circumstances, people, situation. This could be leaving a job, an old job at a place where there were a bunch of people that were just not good for you. It could be the whole divorce fight. You're leaving something behind, and it can be a multitude of things. But it's circumstances, people, situation. You're leaving something behind. And that is the clarifier on why this cup is reversed. The whole, and it's cups. So it's going to be feelings. And see how there's all this water? There's all these emotions involved. And these emotions need to be left in the past. They need to go bye-bye. Okay? So that's what that's all about. This is yours, no matter what. This new love beginning, new spiritual experience beginning, that is yours. It's the only reason I kept it reversed is to put a clarifier on it. So here we have the Nine of Ghosts. This is the wish card, or celebration, but it's also a wish card, and it's moving into your past. So chances are a wish came true. Yeah, a wish did come true. I'll take these two cards to take a look at it. So we get the Queen of Bats, which is the Queen of Swords. That's you, Aquarius. And we got the Five of Ghosts. And this is the grieving card, which I could never figure out. Reversed. So you're leaving this grief in the past, and that grief and the sadness in the past is not only a wish, but something worthy of celebrating. So, let me know what you think of, it's out there. The About Me story is really out there. I'm telling you, it's out there. But my life was out there. I grew up out on a, I don't want to say out on a limb like Shelley, or what's her name. Yeah, it was out there. So let me know what you think of it. If you think it's terrible, tell me to take it down, and I'll write something that sounds like everyone else writes. Well, no, I can't do that because that wouldn't be me. So check out the About Me story. This is Kathy from Tarot Mia Story. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think about the About Me story. I adore you, Aquarius. You know that. So, see you next week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.